Alright, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to put some avocado oil in my pan, about 4 tablespoons. I'm going to turn this on to high. Coat the bottom of my pan. I'm going to take my goat neck, I'm going to put it in the pan, and we're going to brown this on the whole sides. Alright, the oil's hot, it's starting to brown up. I'll put a lid on here, just to keep it from splattering all over my kitchen. Like I said, we want to brown it up on all sides and the ends before we start cooking it. Alright, now I'm going to check it and probably turn it. Keep browning it as we go. Alright, so I got my goat neck all brown on all sides and the ends. Now I'm going to place this in my Dutch oven. Remove the oil from the heat. Put the lid back on. And let me get everything else ready and I'll bring you back. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I have some saffron here that I bought. It comes in a little jar. This is a whole jar of saffron. So there's not a lot, and it's very expensive. So you can admit this if you want, but if you want it to be authentic, you'll have to buy it. And then I'm going to add 2 ounces of hot water to it. Just let it steep for right now. Alright. So now I'm going to get ready to do the rest of our goat neck. Alright, so in my pan I have my goat neck. I'm going to add hot water. Bring it up to about 3/4 of the way to cover the goat neck. I may have to No, this is just going to be the right amount of water. Alright, so there, that covers it up to about 3/4. Now to this, I'm going to add 1 head of garlic that I've cut in half. I'm going to add 1 whole bunch of parsley. I'm just going to add that in there. I've tied it with a rope. Use my knife to push everything down in. Alright. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of paprika, that's smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons of turmeric, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Now we're going to take the saffron that's been setting in the hot water. We're going to pour that in. Make sure you get it all out, because like I said, this stuff is not cheap, so you want to use it all. And it gives it a very distinct flavor. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of water out of the pan, swirl it around, get every little bit out of there that I can. And I'm going to add 1 stick of cinnamon. Alright, we're going to turn this on high. We're going to bring it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, we're going to turn it on to low. We're going to simmer it for 4 hours, or 3 hours, I mean. And you can see the saffron, it'll stain you. It's got a very strong yellow flavor to it. But this should be really, really good here. So I'll let this cook, I said, for 3 hours, and then I'm gonna get the rest of the stuff ready that's gonna go in it when it's done. All right, so here I have the same pan that I browned my goat neck in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat it up. I have, I don't know, maybe 4 tablespoons of oil on the bottom. And then I'm gonna add 2 large red onions. And we're gonna cook these for about 5 minutes. All right, it's been 5 minutes. The onions are cooking down. So now I'm gonna add my red peppers that I cut up. This is 1 red pepper cut into larger chunks. And my carrots. Then I got 1 can of tomato paste. I'm gonna mix in here. Try to get this down on the bottom and start getting it mixed in with all the goodies. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of water to this, just a small amount. About a 1/4 cup. There's plenty of liquid in here. We don't want to get it too wet. What we do, want to try to get this paste thinned out and moved around. All right, I'm going to let this cook for about probably 10 minutes with the cover on a medium-low heat. I'll come back, take the lid off. This is my goat neck. I'm going to take it out, put it on a plate for now. I'll try to rinse it so I get all anything off of it that I don't want. We're going to set that aside. I'm going to strain this out to get all the stuff out of it that I don't really want. Now I'm going to take what's left of the liquid that's in the pan and I'm going to strain it. All right. 1 piece of garlic in here. 1 piece of neck meat. I'm just loosening anything up on the bottom that might have stuck. I'm going to put our goat neck back in the pan. Any juices that were on the plate with it. Now I'm going to take my strainer, set it over here at the sink. I'm going to pour our broth back in the pan. This has all the good stuff in it now. Now, what we do is we're going to take our onions, carrots, red peppers, and tomato paste. We're going to put that all in the pan. Like so. that's left to do is let this cook for another hour until the goat neck meat gets very tender, starts to fall apart. So I'm going to put it on my back burner on number 2, which is just above low. Center my pan, and we're going to let it cook for 1 more hour. So I'll bring you back. Welcome back. This is a bed of 2 different rices here. One is a white rice, one's a yellow rice. I'm going to get ready. Take out my lamb or goat neck. Sorry, not lamb, goat. I'll lay that on top of our rice, and as you can see, it's very, very tender. It's falling apart tender. Look at that. It's just going to fall. It's going to melt in your mouth. I'm going to dish some of this into a bowl, and we'll see you at the table. All right, welcome to our table. This is the Iranian goat neck that I roasted in this broth after 4.5 hours, and this is on a bed of rice. So let's go ahead and dig in. I'm going to get a spoon for the rice here.
Yeah, I have that too.
I'm going to get a different spoon. Hold on. Thank you. That's 2 different types of rice.
Oh. Do you want this meat?
Can. That's a big chunk.
Bones too.
Mm-hmm.
So are you gonna put the vegetable on top of the rice?
No. Put some of the onions, carrots, and peppers on top of my rice.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the juice.
More meat.
Want some of this?
Yep.
You're gonna have to get closer.
A lot of carrot.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Smells good.
The meat's really good. Try a carrot. Good. Hot. But good.
It's very good stew in winter.
Mm-hmm. It's the first time I've cooked a goat neck, so I think it's very good.
There's a lot of meat.
Yeah, we like goat very much. It's the first time I've ever done a goat neck.
Oh, I miss the way that Chinese people cook the goat, especially in my hometown. Oh, they made so tasty goat.
I don't know how to do that there. So.
It's different style from Middle East, but it was so good.
Well, you're gonna have to find me a recipe. I'll gladly do it. Now, it does need some salt.
I think I need some too.
Oh my God!
Heart attack.
I never thought I'd ever hear you say you need salt. I didn't add any salt to it, so.
Sometimes you need some.
Well, I didn't want to overdo it, so I didn't add any. Better with salt.
Yeah.
Brings out the flavors. very tender. Falling apart tender.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna finish our meal. If you like our channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button and the bell for future notifications when I upload a new video. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.